yeah, now that's a proper stew.
Oishii! Hange will definitely be proud of this stew. In a recent episode of the hit anime Attack on Titan, one of the characters by the name of Hange makes a delicious looking stew for her crew. When I saw that scene, I knew I had to make stew. No, that's a lie. I've never seen the anime. I've only read the manga, which is obviously so much better. For those unfamiliar with the plot, it's about humanity's last stand against a savage race of giants that has decimated the world population by eating them. It's so much more than that, but not important right now. Now put on your best Hange cosplay. このメガネ偽物でこのマントも適当なシャツ. This hair is real though. And let's get started. We'll first prep the vegetables.
Other than potatoes, it's unclear what she used, so I'll use 1 carrot, 8 pearl onions, a bundle of broccoli, 6 brown mushrooms, and 4 cloves of garlic. Did this for about 3 to 4 servings. Cut off the stem from the broccoli, then separate the bundle into your desired size. Peel off the skin of the carrot, then cut it into bite-sized pieces. It's more visually appealing when they're randomly shaped, so keep rotating it as you cut your way down, ending up looking like this. Now cut the brown mushrooms in half. You can use white mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms, or any other kind of mushroom that you like.
In the show, we see Hange cut unpeeled potatoes directly into the pot, yet it somehow ends up peeled later, which doesn't just happen.
And we're not savages, so peel off the skin. I just realized my wire is exposed. If I was in a sting operation, I'd be so screwed. Cut the potato in half, then into quarters, line them up, then cut into bite-sized pieces, ending up looking like this. Now smash the cloves of garlic. It helps to visualize somebody that you're very angry at. With what's going on in the world, I think we can agree on one person in particular. Then cut them into very small pieces. This should be good enough. Peel off the skin from the pearl onions, then cut off the stem. You can use normal onions instead, but I was just craving pearl onions for some reason. Now our veggies are prepped and ready to go.
I separated the mushrooms and the broccoli from everything else, as we'll be cooking them at different times. Now let's prep the meat.
Usually I like soft marbleized beef, but such nice cuts would be completely wasted in a stew. We'll be simmering the beef for quite some time, so you want to use a firm, inexpensive cut, like the pound of chuck I'm using here, or you can use round roast or brisket.
It doesn't look like Hange used any meat in her stew, but we will in the honor of the character Sasha, who loved eating meat. I think Hange will forgive us on this one. Those of you seen the anime know what I'm talking about.
Now season it with salt and pepper, and some flour, enough to cover the whole meat. Now gently massage the meat to make sure the flour is fully covering the meat. Unlike with the garlic, visualize something that you love and want to please. Something to caress ever so gently. Now get a stove in a pot and set to medium-high heat. Squirt some olive oil and cover the entire surface. Then put the meat into the pot to sear all sides to give it a nice crunchy exterior, as it will get quite mushy after simmering. Move it around occasionally to make sure all sides are cooked while preventing it from getting too burnt. Do this for a couple of minutes until it starts looking like this. Oh, it's looking so good. I just want to munch on it right now. But remember that most of the cooking will be done during the simmering process. It's good enough for me, so take it out of the pot. Try to leave as much of the meaty juices in the pot as possible. Now put in 20 grams of butter into the pot, then melt it into the meaty juice. Then put in all the vegetables except the mushrooms and the broccoli, as we'll be cooking them at a later time. Just like with the meat, saute the vegetables by moving around and flipping them over. Do this for a couple of minutes until you reach your desired crispiness. I like it slightly charred, ending up looking like this.
Now put in the meat from before. A proper stew is all about the wine. I ideally want to get my hands on the official wine of Attack of Titan called the Marley Red,
which we can see the characters drinking it in the scene. So it's definitely the wine Hange used for her stew.
But it's really hard to get outside of Japan.
It's apparently a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot grapes, which is the signature blend from the Bordeaux region of France.
So we'll just use a cheap bottle of red wine from that region, which should replicate the Marley Red pretty closely. I'm using this $20 bottle called the Chateau Auguste, whatever.
Uncork it.
Now have a sip for yourself. Then pour the entire bottle into the pot.
Stir it up for a bit, then bring it to a boil, then scoop out the foam as much as you can. Then simmer in low heat without the lid for 20 minutes.
This process evaporates the alcohol from the wine.
Alright, so it's been about 20 minutes for me, so the alcohol should have evaporated by now.
And at this point, I'm going to add a little bit of this demi glace sauce to add that beefy richness to the stew. But you can replace it with consomme or fond du veau.
I'm using about a half a jar of this demi glace sauce. Also adding more salt and pepper. This time, close the lid and simmer for 20 minutes.
I'm actually simmering my stew on my real stuff back there. So while that's going on, let's saute the mushrooms and the broccoli that we prepped from before.
Melt 20 grams of butter in a pan, then add the mushrooms and the broccoli. The goal here is for the mushrooms to absorb all the butter. So saute it until you no longer see the butter, which should only take a couple of minutes. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes, so let's check it out. Ooh, it's looking like a real stew now. Ugh, I'm getting so hungry, but we're not quite done. Mix it up a little bit, then add the mushrooms and the broccoli. Add a little bit of honey, then stir everything up. The reason why we're adding the mushrooms and the broccoli towards the end is that mushrooms tend to shrink when simmering for too long, and the broccoli tends to get a little too soggy.
So this way, we get the perfect balance of size and firmness.
Now we're in the final stretch, so simmer for 20 more minutes. Alright. Now that's a proper looking stew.
Let's do a taste test to determine whether we need to change anything. Just like you and I, it's perfect the way it is. Actually, it needs a little bit more of salt and pepper. Oh my god, I think my hairline is starting to recede. I need to get hair transplants.
Now put your desired amount into a bowl or a plate or whatever you have. I'm gonna sprinkle some parsley and finished.
Hange will definitely be proud of this stew. Then she'll fall in love with me and then she'll become my waifu.
The beauty of stew is that it's so easy to make it your own. Like, I like to add a lot of like veggies and meat, but you can make it more like brothy, you can make it more rich, you can make it a little bit more watery. You know, I saute things, I had a lot of like steps in between, but you can just dump everything all at once and it'll still taste pretty good. Oh, it's you. I was in film, I'm still, hold on, I'm filming.
Alright, whatever.
You scared me, man. Hold on.
Yeah, but anyway, you know how in the beginning I said I never actually seen the anime, I only read the manga? Well, in the manga, Hange is actually gender ambiguous. So I thought she was a he until my friend suggested that I should do this video and watch the anime. And that's when I found out that she is actually a she and not a dude. You know, I had this whole analysis prepared of comparing Attack on Titan and what is going on in the Ukraine war right now. But then I remembered that there is a cooking channel and that's not what you guys sign up for. But maybe down the line I'll create like a ranting channel where I just go off the rails. I'm behaving myself a lot in these videos. But yeah, no, anyway, ignore that. I still have a lot of recipes for you guys. So please make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. My goal for this channel is to make cooking like fun and easy and really make it so that anyone can do what I'm doing. If you're interested in a dish that uses like a more softer marbleized meat, check out the video that I'll link at the end. It is so delicious and you're gonna love it. Alright, my friend is here right now and doing weird in the back. Oh, I can't say. Alright, I gotta get going now. My friend is actually here right now. He came unannounced. But that means I can finally take off these fake glasses because my eyes are killing me. So I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.